IF Warrior is about to tackle if intermittent fasting can cause an eating disorder. Somewhat of a rebuttal to intermittent fasting. The pundits that do not like intermittent fasting love to throw this out there. If intermittent fasting creates an eating disorder, because you're keeping yourself from eating for long periods of time. So for that, I'm gonna do this. See this? This is what I'm doing. See that? Reaching. Because that's what they do. When they do these videos or when they do these information, all they're doing is reaching. That's all they're doing. They're reaching for some sort of a kill to intermittent fasting, to be like, well, you can get an eating disorder from intermittent fasting. Well, the thing about it is, of course, remember, I'm not a doctor or nutritionist. I don't have an eating disorder. If I wanted to, I could eat without doing intermittent fasting. I easily do that on days where I'm gonna go out or do something, or have like a day that I need to break the fast for whatever reason. If it's like a special event or something, I easily can eat. I'm not now trapped in this dark place where I can't eat food. When people try to attack intermittent fasting, or try to diminish or dilute what intermittent fasting can do, they always go through some type of a pull from a mental spectrum, because there's nothing unhealthy about intermittent fasting, and there's all these health benefits that they never mention, like your cholesterol going down, like your HGH going up, like your lifetime expectancy going increasing. They never touch on those things. They always say, well, calories in versus calories out, that's all that matters, that's all that it is. But it's not just that. There's more to it. Just the fact that you compile the eating window to such a small time frame lets you manage your calories more accurately. It's just a natural thing. You no longer eat after a certain time, so you're not throwing in snacks here and there that you think aren't doing much to you, but they actually are. They're actually increasing you by 400 calories. They're actually increasing you by 600 calories. So this is what I'm trying to explain. People reach when it comes to intermittent fasting rebuttals. They reach, and I saw a comment, not on my video, but I saw a comment on another person's video where the guy was like, I did intermittent fasting for 2 years and I love it. I've lost a lot of weight and I've stayed very lean. And it was a video against intermittent fasting, or saying that intermittent fasting is not a big deal, or whatever it was. And then somebody posted under him, well, good job, you now have an eating disorder. Like, no, you don't. Let's put it like this. Can you have an eating disorder? Yes, it's possible. If you're prone to having an eating disorder, well, then guess what? You're gonna have an eating disorder. If there's a sociopath that has not ever killed a person, and I go up to that sociopath and I tell him, here's a gun, and I'm the mayor of the city, I'll exonerate you from everything, I need you to kill this guy right here. And what's the likelihood that he'll do it? Very high. He's a sociopath. He's already prone to killing somebody. I give him a scenario where he can kill somebody, he'll kill somebody. That's how it is. If someone is prone to having an eating disorder by not eating, and then they do intermittent fasting, that will exasperate it, of course, because it's all mental, and that's a mental chemical makeup that they have in their minds and their brains that you can't control. If you know you have an eating disorder, then don't do intermittent fasting. That's all I can say for that. I don't want anybody to go through into a dark moment or a dark time and be lost and can't eat or whatever it is. Me personally, I don't have an eating disorder. A lot of people that do intermittent fasting, they don't have an eating disorder. And the beauty of fasting is the fact that when you restrict yourself from constantly eating, your body goes into recoveries. Your body does a lot of recovery. So that is why all these health benefits come into play. That is why all these things, your lifetime expectancy goes up. Your HGH, your cholesterol goes down. Those things automatically happen because you're giving your body a rest from food intake. You're giving your kidneys a rest. You're giving your intestines a rest. You're giving your body a rest so that it can do personal recovery. But nobody wants to mention that. Everybody wants to say, well, why do you even use it to build muscle? But intermittent fasting is not good for building muscle. It's not made for building muscle. You understand? Intermittent fasting is not made for building muscle. That is not its primary objective. Intermittent fasting is made so that you can lose weight and be healthier. Now, if you, just the same argument, if you flip it around, if you consume more calories than you burn, even though you're doing intermittent fasting, you will gain muscle. You will gain muscle. It's not that it's optimal or not optimal for muscle building. It's just not made for that. That's not its objective. Its objective is to make you lose weight and to keep you healthy, or to keep you as lean as possible. And even when you're building the muscle, you can control your calories better. Instead of going way over the top with your calories, you go exactly to the points of calorie surplus that you need. And that in turn lets you have a cleaner bulk. But it isn't like the thing that makes your muscles get bigger. Does it help you retain muscle? Hell yes. Because intermittent fasting's HGH goes up 3,000%. That creates a more protected muscle spectrum for you. And then that doesn't go down so easily. So it's good in protecting your muscle. It's good in you losing weight. And you can still do it to build muscle. Because the 3 hours, every 3 hours, or the 6 meals a day, that has not proved to be effective for building muscle either. Just the fact that you're eating all the time doesn't make it an effective method. You're actually making yourself more unhealthy from constantly eating and never giving your body a break. So that's my 2 cents about the can it give you an eating disorder. I guess maybe if you're prone to having an eating disorder, sure, you can get an eating disorder. But that's with anything. With anything, if you're prone to have it, you're gonna have it. If you're prone to being an alcoholic, if you drink alcohol, you're gonna be an alcoholic. That's just how it is. That's life, unfortunately. But don't knock the health benefits of it. Don't say that everyone will become have an eating disorder. Everyone will start to have an eating disorder, because that's not true. Because I don't have an eating disorder. My fiance, who has done intermittent fasting multiple times, she doesn't have an eating disorder. Anybody that I've ever taught and trained and helped go into intermittent fasting, my family or friends, they don't have an eating disorder. A lot of people fall off of intermittent fasting because they want to eat. You don't get an eating disorder from intermittent fasting unless you're prone to having an eating disorder. And once again, all arguments are always a mental argument. It's always a willpower argument. Always. Oh, well, you're gonna lose energy in the gym. You're not gonna focus so much. You're gonna have an eating disorder. No, man. No. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to have any information from videos that I have put up recently, I got one here and I got another one right here. And please hit this subscribe button. And I will see you next time, IF Warriors. Have a great one. Just to give you some Snapchat flavor, I'm going to put some Snapchat videos up here. About to shoot video number 16 for my YouTube channel, so check it out. It'll be coming out soon. 2 weeks.
Fast with peanut butter and jelly sandwich, actually preservatives, and biscuit, Nature Valley.